Well, suicides among veterans are down slightly, but federal officials say they're still at an alarming level.
And the VA says preventing suicides is a top priority. News 12 Nightside reporter Virginia Huey has the story.
I didn't even think. When I saw the car, I just jumped for it.
A year and a half ago, Kwame Williams tried to kill himself. The 24-year-old Army veteran says he felt he was fighting a losing battle against family problems, homelessness, and depression.
I jumped in front of a car and I almost died. You know, at the moment, I'll never forget that feeling. It was just weighing down, just pure depression.
Thankfully, Williams survived his suicide attempt, but tens of thousands of other veterans lose their war against post-traumatic stress disorder. The Department of Veterans Affairs released a report today which showed an average of 20 veterans died from suicide every day in 2014. That's a slight decrease from the previous government estimate of 22 per day.
Anytime it goes down, a suicide rate goes down, it's a good thing. But, 20 a day is much too high anyway.
Bill Doane of Suffolk County United Veterans says the VA's report is heartbreaking proof that the nation has a long way to go to end what many consider an epidemic. Doane is one of the managers of the Veterans Place in Yaphank, which provides a variety of support service for veterans trying to make the transition from the battlefield to the home front.
A lot of guys that have PTSD-related problems, they don't go out looking for help. That's part of the problem. They withdraw and they distance themselves and they alienate themselves from family and friends, and they don't actively seek the help they need. We need to set up programs where we can identify these guys right away and get them to the places that they need to get to.
One of the programs that we have is the Joseph P. Dwyer peer-to-peer support group, because veterans don't necessarily want to go for mental health treatment. They're reluctant, so they might be able to talk about their fears and things going on with them around a table with other veterans.
Williams says the Veterans Place saved his life.
Because I was around other veterans, not all of them was going through the same thing as me, but we can understand what was going on.
Now, the Undersecretary of the VA says the study also shows that those who receive mental health care are less likely to commit suicide than those who don't get care. He says it's critical to destigmatize getting counseling so that people feel comfortable about reaching out. He also says the VA is committed to working with advocacy groups to make sure veterans get help. Nancy.